Yesterday, September 28th, Pastor Scott issued a challenge to us as a church to pray. Because, first of all, it is our Christian duty, and second of all, because there is this excitement that something is moving and starting and that God is at work in our city. This brought up two immediate points of application for me. First was convicting, and that is that prayer is my duty and I must be doing it more often and more diligently. I pray before I go to bed at night, but occasionally I'm just dozing off and I don't sense the energy and the fervor of powerful prayer. And oftentimes I don't really pray as if I believe that what I'm asking for will come to be. This message was a challenge for me to believe that God can accomplish what I'm asking. It was also a challenge to me to pray in new and different ways, to pray by praising God and not just asking, to pray by putting forth my grief and my concern for the state of the world. These are things that I've known, people have mentioned before that I can do them, but I've never really, with all of my energy and all of my passion, laid out my concern for the world. And maybe I even haven't felt that concern and passion for the world that maybe I should have if I were loving the world with God's love. So the first point there is that I myself need to make time. I don't need to find time to pray, because finding time is different every day, but making time is something that is consistent and powerful and something that we have to do. It's our duty. We must pray. We can't claim a relationship with God if we never talk to Him. The second point of application for me was that I have something to be excited about. There's this movement that Pastor Scott was talking about. There's something for us as Christians right now to join in. The city of Rochester and all of its problems and troubles are out there waiting to be affected by God's power. And God is not waiting anymore. He has started these things in motion. He is encouraging all of us to join in this movement of prayer to see what comes next. Because we know, as people, we cannot fix the problems that are out there, but God knows that in His power, through our prayers, inviting Him into this space, He can come and change the atmosphere. He can come and change the reality that we live in. That is something exciting, and that is something that I can take into my prayer life and that can energize it. I feel as though I'm part of something bigger than myself. I feel as though when I look back on the changes that I anticipate God making, I can say, yes, by praying, I was on the right side of history. By praying, I invited God to do the incredible work that He has done. I pray now, imagining what God will have done. That's exciting.